I don't know who I am, and I don't know if I ever will. My name is Ali. Ali, if you're saying it correctly. I've lived here, 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 and here. Well, not really here. I leave the city at a young age, but I remember it. I remember what it's like and what it meant to me. I spend the rest of my life thinking this is where I need to be, where I should return, where everyone is like me. But I'm currently living in a place where I never really felt integrated or understood. But when I make my anticipated return, I find that I've changed too much to fit in anymore. I've become too woven into Western culture. Nothing is the same. I'm too anglicized for my own people. I'm seen as an outsider. I'm now stuck in a strange middle ground, in a game of limbo, and I don't even know which culture I'm tied to, where I belong. If I don't belong here and I'm too different for there, who even am I? This city, which I was convinced was where home was, didn't even consider me its own. I spoke broken Arabic. I had an anglicized accent when speaking Arabic. I couldn't read or write Arabic. I didn't appear particularly Egyptian. They even said, "Inta shaklak ajnabi aslan." It was as if I stepped into the Australian society and subsequently wiped all and any identity I would have had connecting me to Egypt. As if I was dropped here and had all relational ties to my birth, blood, and land wiped. I felt like I was a child who was adopted at a young age and was trying to relearn all their familial ties and cultural relations. Someone watching this back home will think, how privileged of me is it to victimize the opportunity to move to a better country, live a better quality of life? Ali, الناس مش لاقية تاكل, they say. But that never mattered to me as a child. I didn't need to worry about money, career, taxes, putting food on the table. I just wanted to go home. I was living in my own selfish teenage head, admittedly privileged. And lo and behold, in some form of divine intervention, coupled with me deciding to wake up for my 9 a.m. lecture, I discovered the concept, space versus place. Cairo is a place for me filled with emotional connections from my childhood, nostalgic memories that paint it as an ideal, vibrant landscape. I perceive it subjectively as a cultural haven where I could find myself and belong, but that perception is not the truth. It's far from the truth. It's filtered through my experiences. Melbourne, on the other hand, feels like a space. It's cold, urban, and regulated. Enter third culture kid. 3 words. I finally had a name for this weird inner crisis I was having. I had told my mom about how I was feeling when she dropped some crazy stories on me. She had gone through the exact same thing, and while it wasn't a big move to the West with a different language, customs, and social settings, she shared some insightful stories I found myself relating to.
أنا اسمي دعاء، أنا مصرية وأنا عندي 6 شهور. سافرت السعودية لأن بابايا كان جاله شغل هناك، وعشت هناك لغاية ما بقى عندي 16 سنة، وبعدين رجعت مصر بعد كده وبس. لما سافرت السعودية طبعا كنت صغيرة، بس لما كبرت وبدأت أروح المدرسة وكده كان الموضوع مختلف. طبعا ما كنتش فاهمة الأول، بس أنا فاكرة أن أوقات كتير كنت بتعامل بطريقة مش كويسة في المدرسة. كنت برجع أعيط لماما إن هم قالوا لي أنتي مصرية رجعي بلدك، أنتي إيه اللي جايبك هنا، باباكي جاي شغال عندنا، مع إنه هو الحقيقة إنه هو كان بيفيدهم، بيشتغل بيعمل لهم حاجات، بس مش هقدر أعمم لأن الحقيقة كان في كتير كمان كويسين، بس كان في باين التفرقة دي موجودة. فطبعا كان بيضايقني جدا، وكان بيخليني أحس إن أنا مش منهم، مع إن هم بلد عربي زينا، بيتكلموا عربي زينا، بس ده خلاني برضو أحس إنها مش بلدي، ومش حاسة إن أنا مرتاحة ومش مبسوطة. أنت عندك حق تحس الإحساس اللي أنت حسيته ده أو اللي أنت حاسه ده، إن أنت حاسس إن أنت مش من هنا ومش بتعمل بيلونج لهنا، وفي نفس الوقت لأن أنت مصر بلد مختلفة من ناحية الكالتشر ومن ناحية كل حاجة عن هنا، أنت عشت حياتك تقريبا كلها هنا، فلما بتروح هناك برضو ممكن بتحس ان انت غريب، او الناس التانية زي ما انت ما قلت في مصر يعني بيحس ان انت مختلف. فانت ممكن تكون عندك الشوك دي لان انت رحت اتفسحت وما كنتش شايف غير حب الناس والمعاملة الحلوة من اهلك وعيلتك والناس حتى اللي بتعاملهم في الشارع في كل حتة لوقت بسيط جدا. لكن لو قعدت مدة طويلة انت ما تعرفش الموضوع يعني هيبقى عامل ازاي.
I yearned for a true Egyptian childhood. There's nothing I wanted more. I wanted to know how it was, how I would have turned out. Would I have been more masculine? Would I have similar interests? Would I have gone into engineering instead of film?
There's no place like home.
I feel like I'm constantly overcompensating to prove something to someone. I guess, in the end, it's about learning to live in that middle ground, that limbo I once dreaded, realizing that maybe it's okay to be a bit of both. Maybe that's what makes me, well, me. I've come to terms with the fact that I'll always be navigating two worlds, speaking two languages, one a little better than the other, and sometimes feeling out of place. Maybe, just maybe, this is my place, somewhere in between, making up my own rules, and that's not so bad.